Welcome, lovely folk. We are getting into the Aquarius read. We're starting out with tea leaf, then moving into the moon and stars tarot, followed by the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and then the Moonology, and then we'll also grab some charms. Let's start. You can never quite tell on camera, but usually I try to go off of where there's kind of a chasm in the cards. And then that's why I kind of glide my finger over to see what pulls. Okay. So we have here November. We have wreath, sorrow over a loss. I also got commemoration. Okay, if anybody has recently lost somebody, passing over to the other side, you might do something to commemorate them and to keep them with you and in your, and like perhaps planting a tree. Yeah, planting a tree in honor of them. And then we have hills, obstacles to overcome. That also came with a different reading recently. Well, family wishes come true. A lot of cards have been coming up again and again. Peacock, beware of great pride. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Pale, time to get out of a situation. So you perhaps have felt stuck in some situation that you're being asked to let go of. Also, for those who have lost somebody, know that they are with you and you are protected. And they might be trying to relay messages to you. Get near the water. Preferably in nature. And you might, try to listen and remain open and, just sit with your self and, you know, really listen to yourself there. And there might be some messages that come through, some guidance. All right, let's get into the cards here. Spirit guides and angels, messages for Aquarius, please. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius. So I did get through that. There may be a family member, perhaps on the other side, you know, wanting you to really reflect on what vibes with you, and reflect on, you know, if you're truly happy in a situation that you might be in, because you might have a lot going on, and so there might be some red flags being ignored. Yeah, with the Pale, I did just get Jack and Jill, and so that's like kind of perhaps not seeing something. You know, Jack falls down the hill and hurts his crown, you know, crown chakra. I did get in your meditation that you've been feeling perhaps scattered, that you might feel doubts in your perhaps intuition and your wisdoms, and you're actually very intelligent, and I felt even claircognizant, but you're just kind of blocked. You know, Jack falls down and breaks his crown, so it's like you're blocked in some way because of a cycle, a situation that is repeating itself, which is probably why you might you're feeling caught in it, and everything going on around you, that you are doubting yourself. And I think on a deeper level, there perhaps is something you want to walk away from, but you're already feeling, you've gone through some heavy grief, and so you just don't want to face even more grief. But I think if you really sit with yourself, really feel out everything, that's that's where because everybody is different as well. All situations are so unique. You really have to reflect and look at what needs healed and where you have healed and how to take all of that and, get in the magician mode and make it into something So your grief is preventing you from walking away from something, is what I am seeing here. You are self-reflecting. You're in a period of, seeing what really vibes with you. But you just might be holding back a little bit. And I think if you allow it to, if you stay in this situation, you're gonna stay scattered. Knight of Wands, and it's specifically this card, because of course all cards can be read differently. You feel out the energy and how it's all laid out. But this card even says immaturity and chaos, and I'm getting like a scattered energy that's making you perhaps self-sabotage in different areas, because on a deeper level you're preventing yourself from walking away. And I think it's because you feel like you can't take any more grief. Okay, I just got how Charlie Brown, I got the phrase good grief from Charlie Brown, and that's kind of suggesting sometimes there's good grief in the sense that, like, it's never fun to experience, of course, but that for one, feeling it out is so important, like to not repress it, but also that that grief can lead into different things: empathy, understanding, insights that you wouldn't have had priorly. You can find inspiration within those confines. That's why the Hermit, the star, is like in that what's the word? Lantern. Because although confined, there is reflection going on, and using that light as guidance to walk away. I believe that the Eight of Cups, the figure in that card in the Rider-Waite Tarot, has a black cloak on, like the Hermit and the Five of Cups, and a few other cards. And that suggests like shadow work. stepping into the grief so that you can move through it and transmute it. But a message also is not to let it, overpower you. Keep your head afloat. You don't want the cloak to, that's where you get scattered, is if you focus too much on it and don't give yourself time, because part of healing and part of shadow work is, you can't transmute that if you stay stuck in it and you overthink it. You need to process, but as soon as you start getting too hung up on the processing, which I think we can, especially if we are a very intellectual mind, can easily get caught in that, then you're no longer healing yourself. You're almost being at your own detriment. So it's important to give yourself time to step away and have fun, and remember that life is meant to be enjoyed, and do things, step into that Fool card energy of exploration, fun, remembering that you're still that wonderful, lighthearted, childlike spirit, that life is a playground and we're meant to explore it and experience and have fun. And the ride can get bumpy, but the one thing that you can do is really still allow yourself to enjoy the ride. That phrase, life's not about waiting for the storm to pass, it's learning to dance in the rain. I think the wisest people have mastered that ability to not ignore life's hardships and be naive, but to still have that child spirit, that ability to see life as a ride, as a fun adventure. Let's go ahead and pull another card. Let's see. Because this Eight of Cups suggests in the challenge position that you are struggling to walk away from a situation. So let's see, if you do get yourself out of this situation, what then is the outcome? Whoa, okay. Well, there's definitely movement. Apologies. I was thinking in reverse. So there would be a time of sort of accepting, surrendering, that grief is going to be there, but if you're feeling scattered, this is exactly what you need to do, because at that point, I see the Hangman as kind of taking everything, and then it's suddenly in slow-mo, and it's like looking at everything around you, and really getting clear. Okay, with this Four of Pentacles, I'm getting like taking control of your life. Yeah, you see everything with a little bit more clarity and be able from there to take a little bit better control of your life. Maybe take the control back. Maybe part of the situation that you are in is like, maybe there's a controlling party. A release of anxiety. So there would be, you know, a step away from perhaps a romantic connection. But ultimately it's like you're choosing you. You're in a period right now where you're realizing you need to choose you and allow yourself to heal. It's just been a hesitation. Now, everybody's different. I would never want to tell anybody what to do or, you know, be a cause of, you know, I believe in do no harm. So this is really something that you need to reflect on and really feel out your situation. All right, let's clarify a little bit here. I think it perhaps would give you the space to really, if you've stepped away from whatever situation that you find yourself in, how it resonates with you, it would really allow you to get clear and to know yourself a little bit better and allow you to actually grieve this. Like, I think you're fearful that there would be more grief, and I mean, of course there will be a period of, like, it's not, but the way I see it is you're already in that state of heartbreak and grief. And you might just be fearful of adding more to that, but I think it would, I mean, again, feel out your situation, but it could be healing. It might let you focus on, you know, whatever grief that you have been experiencing already. Just clarify for Aquarius. So yeah, there's something that you're not allowing yourself to learn by not giving yourself this experience, by being hesitant about, and you're holding back. You're holding yourself back. You might not be saying things that you're not in alignment with yourself. I mean, we see that you are on a deeper level, but it's like you're not expressing yourself in alignment with how you feel. Yeah. This just kind of confirms that you're not sharing how you feel. And there's like, you might be in a codependent relationship. You also perhaps are feeling trapped in the situation, like you can't like you're not physically able to step away. But I think when you really look at it, you'll see perhaps that's fears and not, you know, and self-limiting beliefs going on rather than, you know, because we can do anything we set our mind to. We are capable of more than we ever give ourselves credit for. You have everything you need. It's just a matter of allowing yourselves to go through the ego journey and look at our fears, look at you know, shine light on things. Four of Wands and the Fool. Again, yeah, this is just again the same sort of message coming through of, you know, this is sometimes the halfway to marriage card, but it is in reverse here. So it's saying like you're halfway to leaving the situation. You're just afraid of starting new, of heartbreak, afraid of stepping away. So Two of Pentacles. This suggests that you will get into a good flow. And you will get clear on what it is that you want to do, what your heart is asking of you. But it's not without, you know, making a hard decision. You know, you are going to feel a little bit caught, that phrase, like caught between a rock and a hard place. But you gotta look at what's best for you and your heart. Alright, let's get your Queen of the Moon Oracle. Okay, I'm getting that song, okay, that leaves a confusing message, but it is that song. I'll put the name and the artist, but I'm specifically getting that head underwater, but I'm breathing fine. And I'm out of time. So those lyrics are standing out. I kind of feel the all of me loves all of you. I think you really loved this person, and it's a tough decision. If you are, this is only for those who like already feel this way, already or feeling heartbreak, but just kind of caught in it. But yeah, I think that somebody on the other side is very much so watching over and, you know, really boosting you, guiding you. So listen. And I do think that they're the ones kind of giving those other lyrics of all of me loves all of you. They care very much about you. And, you know, your guides, you know, they can see over the whole situation and, you know, different possibilities to come and really want the best for you. Okay, spirit guides and angels. Messages for Aquarius here. These cards feel very heavy. Perhaps you're feeling very heavy in this situation. Very heavy watching this right now. I send so much love and support no matter what path you take. Alright, we have here discernment and self-reflection. I think those fit perfectly. Yeah, this is kind of like the suspension of Hangman right here. And he even has on this card, well, it's actually stars and the moon and moons. But here it's like all these planets are suspended. And, you know, this cloudiness suggests that you've been clouded in all of this. And scattered feeling. But you're going to, within that, you know, really self-reflect. And this is also 17 for the star card, but it's also perfect for the Ace of Cups. You know, fill your own cup. And this again is like head. The head's above the water. Keep your head above the water. Try not to overthink it and get too caught in your emotions with it all. And that doesn't mean don't feel them and, you know, you don't want to suppress, but just to not let them overwhelm you or, you know, make you clouded. Let's get your moonology here. Spirit guides and angels. Messages for Aquarius. Oh, that is quite a lot. Okay. You and your loved ones are safe. So perhaps also that's part of, you just want to make sure everybody's okay. So know that You're being protected, and you know, surely, like anybody else in this situation is also protected. You are good enough. Don't let anybody make you feel not good enough. You know, if there is a lot of grief, perhaps in both parties' lives, sometimes things can get said that can, you know, be very damaging. And don't let it affect you. Know on a deeper level that there just is a lot of grief going around in the situation. But again, don't let those emotions like cloud you. You need to do what's best for you. But know you are good enough. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot about work, but we did get Pentacles here. You know, so all the Wands and the Knight of Cups. You know, all this can also, of course, be about work and not vibing at a workplace. And not wanting to step away from a job, but this job is really draining you. And maybe, perhaps you have a side hustle. So you might step away from a job to focus on what it is you want to do, and know you're protected in that journey. But beware of okay, I'm getting with that, to manage expectations. Let things move naturally. Because there will be obstacles to overcome. They're good. The challenges help give lessons, give guidance, and strengthen us. But yeah, manage your expectations and try to have patience with it. Okay, a personal issue reaches resolution. So with that, you know, whatever this situation is, it is going to have movement. It feels like it's been stagnated, and it's going to have movement, and things are going to change. And end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. You're very close to achieving your goal, you know, with your hard work paying off. That is wonderful. More confirmation on that. Luck is on your side. You are protected. And finally, a time for healing. So I do see you allowing yourself to move through this grief. So, yeah, as I felt before, this movement and this cycle ending is going to really let you get into healing. Okay, so I'm being given like salt on a wound. So it's like that's going to stop. You may have felt like you have an open wound and it's like it couldn't heal. More and more salt was getting poured on it. And, you know, that salt is going to stop being poured on it. You're going to be able to actually have a time for healing now. Alright, let's get your charms here. Okay, so this is like coral. Coral always reminds me of like lung bronchi. That's giving me again to like messages near the water, but it's also giving me to breathe. Take time to breathe and really focus on your breath work. We have a butterfly on a time for healing, so that's very, once you get into, I think you've been healing, but it's just been like difficult to move through. But once you get into this like, you know, time of really healing, not that you weren't before, but just like it's more transformative healing. Once you know, really allow yourself to face this challenge and, you know, walk away from the situations that aren't allowing you to heal to your full potential. We have this heart with a heart within it and a flower. Keep an open heart. Perhaps the situation has made you close off a little bit. I'm getting Beauty and the Beast. And the rose, like how it begins to decay. Okay, so like it's like a journey of the heart. Okay, you are good enough. Keep your heart open. And a heart key. So keeping an open heart is very important here. Okay, so nutrition, heart health also is very important. So, you know, reflect on that as well. Looking at heart healthy foods. We have the fish here. Okay, that's giving me how there's strength in overcoming obstacles. You know, the fish that swims upstream, you know, having all that pushback, you know, they grow stronger and stronger to be able to swim upstream. We have a crown, so you are connecting with that and knowing that you have an inner knowing. Yeah, some of you do have claircognitive abilities. And you already know what to do. And we have the fuse here. Okay, so this is about not overthinking it. Making it more about connecting to your heart than connecting to your mind, you know? Heart over mind. Alright, we are going to leave this here. If you could please support my channel by liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, I would greatly appreciate it so that we can get these messages out in the algorithm to those who it's meant for. I thank you so much for being a part of my journey and welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. Until next time, lovely folk.